everyone, we are here. So we just hopped on a couple of minutes early, see if any of you jump on. And we're starting out with a little bit of Oxy Stitch today over here on Mcfinity. I see I have some basting to take out there. Hey everybody, starting out a little bit different today. Letting you watch Mcfinity fired up, running the new update. Oh my gosh, we have got so much to talk to you about today. So today we are purposely going to wait just a little while more people can jump on, because I know for a fact that people want my take on this update. Okay, so just as you're jumping on, hi Annette, let us know where you're watching from.
Oh, and also, since I have no dog jokes this week, send a good dog joke. Type it in there. If you know a good joke, you know, we just want to. So keep hopping on.
So. Hi Sean, hi Robin. Keep jumping on. We're just going to wait a few seconds, get a few more people queued up, and then we'll get going. I'm going to get a little drink because I feel a little scratchy.
Got that over there. So, yes, Sammy went and got all beautified here. How you doing, Sammy? You feeling good? You feeling good? I just want to lay down. Come on, show me your nice handkerchief. They dress him up real nice.
He's so handsome.
He's so handsome, and I'm so tall. There we go.
Oh, all right. Gosh. All right. Hi, Fiona.
Hello, all.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. This week has been like Christmas here at MK Quilts. So, of course, we are going to talk about the update. And I actually have some show and tell to do with the update today. So today's live feed is going to be just slightly different than maybe some that we've done in the past, because I actually want to show you some things at the machine as it relates to these updates with premium. Okay, but we're going to save the best till last, and we're going to talk about a few things to start with. So I'm going to turn this over to Mr. MK, and
You realize you just insulted me? We're going to save the best for last, so here's Paul. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah. Sammy, I think we should go home.
Oh, jeez.
No, okay. Anyways.
Don't be sensitive. Okay, Paul wants to talk to you about Thread Club and our contractor program.
All right, our Thread Club is going out tomorrow. I know we have till the end of the month, but the thread order came in. We're trying to stock a few more items, so I've moved a lot of the extras. So if you do order thread from us, you can get it quickly. You know, you don't have to be in the Thread Club. We do have specials always running on twofers or whatever. So check online if you want thread, and of course, if you want to join the Thread Club, it's easy to find the menus. The other item that I've been doing other than the books recently is talking to people that have submitted applications to be partners, you know, the 1099 contractors or whatever. We really believe that a lot of our customers and their spouses could do a good job being certified technicians in an area around the country, so that we can pay them to do some of the installs and things. So it's a good on-the-side money thing. So it's all on the website, you can check it out. But if you have submitted an application and haven't received an email back, I don't think that's happened, but please send me an email. If you're interested, just go on the website and fill out a little information. We are looking for more people west of the Mississippi right now. And we will be taking some action before the end of the month here, because in April we want to take several people to Utah for training. And I want to congratulate Tammy Pugmire. She went to get training. She's all psyched up. She lives in Virginia, I believe just west of Washington, D.C., I believe.
Yep.
So we're pinning all these applicants around the country because location is going to be important. But now if you are in the Northeast or around Washington and you need service, we have somebody there that's been certified, actually trained twice on maintaining these machines. So let us know, and we'll be updating Tammy's own webpage on our site, so you can get a little profile, and we can support more people. So, did I miss anything?
No, I think that's good.
All right.
Okay.
Now for the important stuff.
Oh, geez. Honey, I'm sorry. You know I love you. You know I love you. Okay, just really quickly wanted to let you know that the Handy Quilter promotion that was going on for the month of February has been extended to the end of the month. And basically, it's if you buy a long arm machine, so either the 16 or the Amara or the Forte, if you buy one of their machines from now to the end of the month and you would like to add on the quilt from the back kit, they're including that. Okay, so that's actually a pretty pricey item. I don't know, just being honest. Most of y'all probably don't want that because we're pro stitcher people, right? Okay, also just wanted to mention that Paul and I decided to extend some of our promotions on MK Quilt's site to the end of the month because, first of all, the drawers have continued to be hot items. We are still getting orders in all the time for those, but Handy Quilter's not ready to ship yet. So we didn't feel it was really fair to cut off the sale and then you're not even going to get your product yet. And then, so anyways, the drawer sale has been extended, and basically on the drawers, we're just going to leave that on sale until they start shipping from Handy Quilter. So we'll make an announcement about that. And then the promotion for the Glide Foot 2 and the tool tray, we were going to give you a little pre-order discount on that, so go ahead and order those up. Tool trays are not here yet, not ready to be shipped, but the Glide Feet 2 are in stock, and I really, really love the new Glide 2. Okay, that was that. Okay, oh my gosh. I can't even contain myself anymore. I have to talk to you about this update. So, one of the things, you guys, that I posted earlier, if you have any specific questions about the update, go ahead and drop them. And Paul, if you can kind of keep track, because sometimes I get talking and I know things are scrolling up and I miss them. Okay, so Paul will keep an eye out for questions. Let me just give you a little bit of background on this update. So several months ago, I was here in the studio doing some stitching, and I was having a pattern that just, my machine was having a hard time handling this pattern. It just wasn't reacting the way that I wanted it to. And so I called Handy Quilter. I told them what my problem was, showed them my pattern, and they were kind enough to invite me along again at that time to help them start working on this update that they have now released. Okay, so I have had this, or, you know, different versions of this update over the last, you know, handful of months, and I have been helping them kind of find things about, you know, the whole deal. But I was not allowed to say anything about it, okay? So, you guys, we have talked about updates before, and I know, I understand that you don't like change, and I understand that maybe you see people who make comments about this, that, or the other thing of problems they're having. Just because somebody else has something going on doesn't mean that you're going to have it. It may mean that they're skipping a step, or they're, who knows what they're doing. What I can tell you is that this update, if you have ever been like, I should really update, but I've been holding off. Nope, I'm not going to update. Nope. I say now is the time. Okay? We have told you in the past that Mr. MK always kind of holds back on beta versions or updates. Let somebody else work out the bugs and then you update a little later. Okay, I'm telling you flat out, I've been working out the bugs. Okay? So this update really is pretty darn clean, I'm telling you. And if you take a deep breath and update, you are going to see your machine be reacting so much better and smoother and all of that. Okay, now I'm not going to go through everything about the update. Vicki Hoth, obviously, you know, the one and only Vicki, did a really good video about these new options and the new things. All of those are listed up on the website. You can go over there. Now, Handy Quilter website was down kind of on and off the last couple of days. I just checked it before it went on. Everything is up. You can go right over the Pro Stitcher page. You can download the update. Now, what you should do is make sure that you download 461. That was the latest one before the update. That was the latest version. So maybe you have it on a stick somewhere. Make sure that you have 461. That way you can always roll back if you want to, okay? So you're gonna download 461 and you're gonna download the new beta. And I see a question. Do I need to do any others before I load this one? And what is the difference about loading to a new Windows 7 that hasn't had simulation before?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
First, when you call it a new Windows 7, why are you using Windows 7 still? Okay, so I have not tested this simulator on Windows 7. There is one known bug about using the stop key on the simulator only that causes the program to crash, so you can use pause or whatever the workaround thing is there. So this is a beta, but I assume Windows 7 is still supported, but I would really strongly recommend and start moving to Windows 10 for your future upgrades, if there's any questions.
Okay,
so.
and I haven't specifically been told by Handy Quilter that people that are running a certain version need to do anything specifically different, other than you're going to want to do the pre-install step and then the update. Okay, so on Handy Quilter's website, it has complete instructions about how to do this. There is a two-step process. Okay, so if you have not updated in a while, I can't tell you a specific number to be concerned about. All I can tell you is do the pre-install first, and then go ahead and do your update to premium. Okay, to the beta. Is that?
So there was a question straight from Standard. Yes, you can. Now, Standard only works with the older machines, so the Amara and the new Forte and Infinity owners no longer have the option for Standard. Other than that, there shouldn't be a reason why you couldn't go back and forth, but having watched Melissa this last month, there's no reason to stay at Standard now that they've got these new features and it runs so well. Like I said, I know it's still called a beta. They don't want it to roll out too fast because there will be probably little glitches due to different things, but it's real easy to back out, which Melissa's going to demonstrate.
Yeah, I'm actually going to demonstrate you guys over on my Forte. I'm going to roll back to a version that I was using when I was having this problem with the pattern. Actually, I think I've got it on there right now. It was a version, whatever the version was, last summer-ish. Okay, late summer-ish. And I'm going to show you how my machine was reacting. Then I'm going to roll forward to 461, and I'm going to show you how it was a bit better. Okay, by the time they had updated to 461, it was a bit better. Now, with the beta, it is like glorious. So I'm going to show you the difference, why you would want to update, okay? All right, so you can hop on over there. Everything is available to be downloaded. Make sure you get 461, and then make sure you download the beta. You're going to put that onto a flash drive, and you're going to come on over to your machine, and you can update from right within your Pro Stitcher. Now, sometimes I update from within Pro Stitcher, and sometimes I just go to my file manager and update. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You can do it either way, but Handy Quilter's made it pretty easy for you to update right inside of Pro Stitcher itself, okay? All right, so any other questions before I bring you over to the machine and show you a few things?
Well, let me make one more sales pitch here too. We've heard rumors of price increases coming this year. You know, it costs them a lot of money to work on Pro Stitcher and things. So if you're looking to upgrade, March may be the best month this year to get the best deal coming up here. So I'm just being honest, it's going to get more expensive as the year goes on. So if you're thinking about it and you're counting your pennies and thinking of upgrading your Avante, we can help you get somebody else your Avante and get you a new machine. So that's some honest marketing here that I didn't want to miss here.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. MK, because I might have forgotten that. Did the beta update fix the glitch that sends you to start over with simulation on your tablet? Not exactly sure what you mean, Annette. There was a glitch. You guys wouldn't have even known about it because you haven't had the version that I've had, but there was a glitch with pause.
Oh, second.
No, you might know what it is.
No, you first. You first. Go ahead.
There was a glitch when you paused, like say if you ran out of bobbin thread or something, or broke a thread or whatever, that getting a new start point in the middle of being paused was a problem, but it's not a problem anymore.
So Annette, I think I was just looking at some of your email of the past too, and we'd worked together on some what I think were licensing related issues with simulation, where you'd have to go back and relicense your simulation. And if you missed it in the list, they took out all the licensing things for simulation. There's no more headaches related to having to go with your USB key to pull the license off. You still have to copy your patterns onto your tablet, which I can always help you with, but that is going to be such a relief for so many people that have slightly different hardware configurations. And that's what Annette's saying, yes.
Yes, okay, so, good.
Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade.
Yeah,
call
so
me.
That is a huge one, you guys. Now, having said that they're taking a bit of that licensing business away. Pro Stitcher is still meant for people who own Pro Stitcher, right? So that is the reason why you can never get your patterns automatically into simulation. You must go to your tablet and get the designs folder and transfer that over to your computer and to be able to work with that in simulation. Okay, right there is Handy Quilter's protection for owners, because if you're not an owner, you're not going to have a tablet to go get those designs, okay? So those designs are proprietary. They have been given to Handy Quilter to give to all of us, but you have to own Pro Stitcher to be able to use those, okay? So that, a lot of people, that question pops up all the time. How do my designs are there. I've updated, but my designs aren't there. Your designs are on the tablet. You need to take them from the tablet to your simulator or to your laptop so that you can use them with your simulator, okay? Okay.
Pamela had a comment that I think should probably go on the Facebook group to talk about.
Okay, so Pamela, my new start-stop point seems glitchy with the new beta. Not exactly sure what you specifically mean about that, but there's also a new view. There's a new tab in the view menus, okay? So the strip along the top where you find view, you can view your pattern points, I think is what it is. Paul, can you check it? Oh, I'm in the middle of something over there. It's view. It's basically what you're doing is you're viewing the nodes that make up that pattern, okay? So you're not going to be able to pick a start point where there is not a node of the pattern, okay? So if you go to a spot and you try to start there and it either skips back or it skips forward, it's because there's no point in the pattern there, okay? So that may be what you're talking about, okay? Do you see any other?
No.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now, please stay with us. We might have to jostle the camera around a little bit because Mr. MK is going to put the dog down, which he'll probably bark and want to be picked up just like a baby. And Mr. MK is going to flip the camera so that you can see me at the machine. I am currently on my Forte. I have rolled back to, I think the number was 454. So this was from last summer. And I'm going to show you the stitch out with a pattern that I was having a lot of trouble with at that time. Okay, so excuse the little bit of shakiness here. And Mr. MK is going to come over and let's see if we can get the camera flipped. There we go. And, oh dear, there he goes barking. And there, I think that will be, yes. Okay, so Mr. MK, there you go.
Hold on a second. Sense it. No. Thank you.
This is what happens on live TV. Okay, Paul, you might have to go ahead and come in a little closer. Here is my flash drive, you guys, that I have put my updates on. Okay, so currently on this particular flash drive, I only have 3 on here, okay? What you're going to want to do most likely is start keeping the updates, okay? I'm sorry, you guys, that Samson's barking. I'm looking at the security cameras and I'm trying to see if there's somebody at the door.
Sammy, that's enough. Thank you.
I'm not seeing anybody on the security camera, so I'm not sure what he's barking at. But start a USB stick where you keep your updates. Now, we've talked about this before too. Don't make this the only place where you save things. Save those on your hard drive. Have a USB stick that you use. Okay, so come on in closer, Mr. MK. I want to let you know that I've taken the needle out of my machine, okay? Because obviously I have this quilt loaded and I didn't want holes to be going in here. So there's the new glide foot too, you guys. It's way bigger and it's shallower. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so I'm running 454 here. This was a version from last summer. This is the exact pattern that I was using that I was having trouble with. So I'm just going to position this pattern. Yep, I'm positioned. I'm going to go ahead and show you what my settings would have been. So if you come down here under the advanced speed profile, remember this is an older version. If I put that on default and put that on default, and then if I go to my regular speed control in this older version, kind of in the middle, I want you to watch the stitch out of this pattern and kind of watch how my machine reacts. Do you see how it's choppy and it's just not stitching smoothly? It's having a hard time slowing down and getting into those tight curves. And I'm not sure if it shows up really well online, but it's kind of jerking around. Okay, so I'm going to stop. What I had been doing in days gone by is I had been going into my advanced setting and bringing this down a little bit, okay? I would bring it down a little bit. I would bring my acceleration down a little bit to try to combat that jerky stitching, okay? So here we go again. I've adjusted my speed a little bit. Although it was better, it still was not perfect. See how it's hesitating to go in and out of those curves? And plus, it's stitching slow. You guys know me, I usually don't go on slow mode. I want to be stitching faster, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. I'm going to show you how easy it is to update right from within Pro Stitcher. So I'm putting in my flash drive. I'm going to come on over under the File tab. Right there is the Update button. And here is just the few updates that I have on this flash drive. I'm going to go ahead and go to 461. Okay, so that was the last update that we had prior to this week. Okay, so all it does is it starts doing its thing. Yep, that's what I want. Yep. Yep, I have an HQ Forte. Yep. Confirm. Yep. And it's doing its thing. And once it does that, it's going to start up Pro Stitcher again. So while that is doing that, Mr. MK, is there any other questions that are flowing up on the live feed?
I am not seeing anything. How about you, Sammy? Do you have any questions? Any questions at all?
Yes. Can you pick me up, Dad?
Okay, so maybe I'm not seeing anything. Here, hold on a sec while we wait here. I'm not seeing anything over there. Is there a different setting?
There might be.
What if we hit that thing? Oh, there we go.
Okay. So I don't see
any
new. I don't see any new comments.
All right.
Okay, so here we are. We just did the update. I updated to 461. That was the update as of last week. That's the version that we had as of last week. Okay, so now I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna check my settings again under Advanced Speed Profile. I probably would have taken that down a little bit. I'm just being honest with you. This is how I was trying to combat the reaction of my machine. Okay, I'm gonna check my regular speed. I was in the middle, and now once again, let's go ahead and open up that spiral. I gotta go ahead and position it, so I'm just gonna position it up here, modify, reposition based on the top left-hand corner, and now let's let that stitch out. And you're gonna see that it's reacting a little bit better. A little bit smoother, so 461 was better. Still wasn't perfect though. Do you see how it just kind of slows down in that curve? And it's just really not 100% smooth. So it's hesitating, hesitate, hesitate, hesitate into a tight curve, and then it comes out again. Okay, so do I think that 461 was better? Yes, I think it was better. But now let's roll ahead to the beta. And I'm going to show you this pattern with the Oxy Stitch and how much better it is. Okay, so here we go again. Right over to the File menu, onto the Update tab. And here is my 2374. I'm not doing the pre-install. I've already done that. I don't need to do that. Some of you might need to do that one. I do not. So I'm going to click my update and I'm going to hit run. So again, it disconnects. and it starts to ask me these questions, okay? Here we go. Yep, do you want to roll up to the new update? Yes, I do. Do you have a HQ14? Yes, or a Forte? Yes, I do. And confirm. It's going to do its little thing. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Cue the Jeopardy music.
Doop, 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 doop.
Good job, Paul. And then close, and it'll automatically boot you into premium with the update. Okay, any other questions come up there, Paul?
All right. Wow, we've got some more people. We have 26 people live right now.
Hey everyone, it's MK. If you're just joining, I'm showing you some stitch outs at the machine using a couple of old versions, and now we are updating to the new beta version, and I'm going to show you how amazing the machine reacts.
Do you also have a tooltip coming out today?
I do. I do have a tip of the week coming out. I did all the screen capture on that this morning, so after the live feed closes, I will upload the tip of the week, okay? Okay, here we go. We're running the premium now, the beta.
There's a question that popped in.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, 2 of them here. Chris Pullman, thank you for showing this. This is how my fusion stitches, and I thought it was my machine. This is also taking the fear out of updating. Well, thank you. That's not a question, but we'll take the praise.
Yeah, yes.
Sherry has, after we do updates, do we need to shut down the machine before we start quilting?
No, because as you've seen me doing these updates, it's basically rebooting for you, okay? So it does the update, and then it will boot Pro Stitcher. So I believe the answer is no. You can just update, it'll reboot it for you, and you can go to stitch. Okay, now I did notice on this time, my machine had toggled itself back to precision. We want to be stitching in cruise mode when you're in Pro Stitcher, okay, you guys? So keep an eye on that screen. Make sure you're stitching in cruise. I feel that's just a better, smoother stitch just by having cruise on. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, next, let's come on in a little closer, Mr. MK, and let's go ahead and we're going to go under our gear. I'm going to look at my Oxy Stitch settings. Now, this is, Pro Stitcher looked at what I had the settings at before. Now I'm in the update, and it kind of converted what I was using before to this. Now, you should not be afraid, you guys, of adjusting these slide bars up and down. Okay, all of us have different patterns. All of us like to stitch at different stitch lengths. I personally stitch in 13 stitches per inch. You are maybe stitching something different and you want a different stitch length. Don't be afraid to change these Oxy Stitch settings, so that your machine reacts the way that you want it to. What I would tell you is that back under the Advanced tab on the speed profile now, you are not going to want to mess with this speed profile. Your speed profile in Advanced is the max number of stitches per minute that your machine can do, okay? So if I have ever told you in the past to change that, nix that, okay? You're going to leave your advanced speed profile right where it is for your machine, okay? But in the Oxy Stitch, don't be afraid to adjust that a little bit. Okay, let's pull up that same pattern. Here's my new spiral. I want to go ahead and position it. So modify, reposition, top left. Let's refresh. I'm going to make sure that my stitches per inch are 13. We're not even going to talk about this based mode right now today, but I love, love, love that they've added that for us. And here we go. Let's do Pro Stitcher quilt. Yep, and we're going to let it run. Now watch how much smoother it is, you guys.
It's not even on max speed right now.
Right. Do you see how nice it went in and out of that change in direction into that little tight spiral? There it goes. It's just slowing down automatically. Now let's see what would happen if we sped it up a little bit. Now here's the thing. When I go out to teach, I usually run people's machines faster than they have ever ran their own personal machine. Here's my take on the speed of it. I want my machine stitching as fast as I can make it go and still get good stitch quality, okay? So I'm gonna push my machines. Now with this Oxy Stitch, the way that it's working, all the algorithms, you know, whatever the heck an algorithm is, it's figuring all of that out, and it's making your machine react automatically, okay? So I'm gonna ramp up the speed a little bit and see if it can still do those tight spirals in with good quality, okay? So I'm gonna ramp this up a little bit.
Come on, go for it.
And we're just gonna go for it. I mean, look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. I mean, is that glorious or what? Oh
Sammy
gosh,
thinks so.
Sammy thinks so. You guys, I would not tell you this if I did not believe it, okay? I am gonna tell you that I love this, and I've been using it, you know, now for a while. But I would not say this if I did not truly feel it in my heart or be as happy with it as I am in my own studio, okay? I know a lot of you guys look to me for advice and a lot of things, and I truly appreciate that. I am telling you, you want to update, okay? All right, so we've run a little bit long, but I hope that that was helpful. If we have missed any questions, we will get to those after the fact. I will upload my tip of the week. It has to do with pantos and alignment, okay? So I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're getting a little bit of a sneak peek into some of my panto instruction that I have in my best practices for pantos. So you're gonna wanna check out the tip of the week this week, and then if you can't quite grasp the whole thing, it might be time to get the pantos video too, okay? I've already showed you basically what's on the frames. I don't have anything on Amara, so that's all I got for you today. Thank you for joining us. If you have questions, reach out. And now, go update. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you from my studio to yours. Happy quilting. Bye-bye.